Hey guys, it's Blogger Fair day number 2. It's Sunday and I came a little later because yesterday it kind of took a while for things to get started, and then there wasn't too much going on, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna come again today and then just come a little later and let them get started and do their like opening words, and then I'll probably stay the whole time because I left a little earlier yesterday. But yeah, I'm back in Seattle for day number 2. Pretty exciting. Okay, I will see you guys in there.
Yes, okay. So my channel name, and then what I do on my channel, and then what was my first video, right? So my channel name is Big Video, and I do a lot of like awkward stories, which I worked doing stuff for 7 years, and I also do like documentary type adventure vlogs. My first video that I ever made was in my kitchen with my sister and my brother. It was just a one take. It was really embarrassing. And I cringed in the haircut that I had too, so mistake.
Hi, we are Bria and Chrissy, the singing lesbian duo. And we make music and comedy and LGBTQ advice videos. And our first video is also kind of embarrassing, but we enjoy it.
Well, I guess I'd say like our first like LGBT video, which was happened to be our second video, was when Dan Cathy, the CEO of Chick-fil-A, came out against gay marriage. And so we wrote a really crazy song called Dear Chick-fil-A, we can't eat you anymore because we're homosexuals.
Good morning. Hello everyone. My name is Will, and I run the channel, I run the channel Chef689, and with this guy. I'm in charge. But before Chef689 became a daily vlog channel, which is what we do now, I was posting like gay self-help and book reviews. But I think the very first video I ever did was a video response. Remember those? To someone else, but that was deleted. But I think my first proper video was my coming out story. And yeah, that was like ages ago.
Yeah, I'm the second half of Chef689. I also am the Not Adam on my personal channel, and I do social issues, I do comedy and rants and bisexual things. And first video on YouTube or first video on my channel? Whichever one. My first, well, the first video that's on my channel is actually a short film I directed and wrote starring this guy. So, yeah. And then the first one I ever posted on YouTube was actually filling in on his old collab channel. Remember those? Yeah.
I'm Jason. I'm actually using Veggie on YouTube, and I make either comedy videos or travel vlogs. Sometimes I make Spanish videos. And my first video was actually me and my ex-roommate. It was like a comedy skit, and I was basically sleeping, and then he starts playing a song on the piano, and I throw a comb at him, and I'm like, I'm trying to sleep, and it's literally that's the entire thing. So it was pretty bad, but we all start somewhere.
Hi, I'm Rachel Wakers. On my channel, I do beauty videos and sexuality videos, cat videos, just kind of like a mess of things, custom videos. My first video is actually a video called How
One of my favorites.
Yeah, Nick loves this one. It was How a Jew Spends Christmas, and it was just me complaining about everything being closed on Christmas as a Jew, and you know, the Chinese restaurants you inevitably end up at. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did.
And my name is Nicole Cody. I have a channel called Sound Me Late, and I make comedy skits and different characters sometimes. And I also vlog, which is why I dropped this camera case on the ground. And my first video was me wearing different wigs and talking different accents, so I guess it kind of like laid the groundwork for the rest of my channel. So, I guess when I came out to my mom and dad, I was actually in 4th grade, and my mom was totally cool about it, and my dad was just quiet. He's trying to make up for it now. But I would say like, it would have been nice to have it, just because I wasn't so prominent on YouTube. I was just in my sister's music videos and stuff. I wasn't really a big social person on YouTube. I just was in the videos, you know? But I think if I was into it, I think I would have found a lot of more, like, I would have been more open to the idea of being gay and okay with it if I was, you know, in the YouTube community. I wish I was, because I met a lot of cool, interesting people, and they helped. I remember when I watched various videos, I loved it. I was like, God, I can't wait to have somebody I can share, like, my moments with. But I think if I started younger and I actually really got into it, I think it would help me out a lot. But I think my mom has been the biggest supporter of my, like, you know, my journey, and she's helped me out a lot for it, so.
I came out completely because of our YouTube. You know, I started dating Bria and then didn't come out as a lesbian for a year and a half because for me, I thought that I was bisexual for a while, and even when I made a bisexual coming out video, in my mind I was thinking, I'm actually a lesbian, but I'm just not comfortable saying that word yet. I don't know if it was where I came from, being so conservative, but it took, you know, having this community and having the support of audience members and watching other YouTubers who were out and proud to, you know, accept who I was and come to terms with that and be okay with it, and then eventually come out. And I came out to my family and they're like, well, you've already been in a relationship with a girl for a year and a half, we already know. And I was like, no, but I said I was bi, and I'm actually a lesbian. It's different, and it was fine, but it was entirely because of YouTube.
For me, when I was 13 years old, there was no YouTube, there was nothing, there was nobody I could talk to, no one I could turn to. So there was this radio show that was called Love Line. And it starred Drew, what was his name? Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla, which is ironic because Adam Carolla is, I don't know if you know this, extremely homophobic. So when I was 13, I called in this show and I said, I think I might be gay and I'm struggling with these feelings. Am I too young to know that? And Adam Carolla said to me, yes, you are. You don't know what you are, and you're too young to even have these thoughts. And so for the next couple of years, I had a lot of turmoil because this famous person told me that I was not normal. So if I had something like YouTube, I think it would have made my life and growing up a lot easier. In fact, I know it would have. So I am very thankful for the platform and what it can do for the younger generation.
Yeah, I'm pretty fortunate in that I got into YouTube really early. I think I started in like 07 or 08. And back then, which is really cool because back then there was a much tighter sense of community as far as the LGBT community goes. And there was something that I came across. First of all, I was always a huge fan of Tyler. And I befriended him early on, and like shout out to him. And he was like just seeing him like do his thing inspired me to just do my thing too. And I also came across the Coming Out Story archive, which I don't know if that's even a thing anymore, but back then it was maybe 20 or so videos that were put together in a playlist. I don't even know if there was a playlist back then, but it was just 20 experiences of the guys that were going through the coming out process, and they were documenting it. And just being able to watch all of these different experiences, and like, oh, this guy has an issue with his father, and like, oh, this one guy keeps out of his house. Just being able to see all of that. Whenever I was out, but I really hadn't gone through the throes of it because my community just decided to not even deal with it, so I didn't deal with it. But seeing those YouTube videos of those people actually going through the throes of it definitely helped me a lot.
I mean, just because I didn't have YouTube growing up doesn't mean that, like, there are creators that still inspire me on a daily basis to, you know, whether it's, what they're able to accomplish, like Tyler, or whether it's their, like, distinctive voice and personality, which is like Miles' heartbeat, or Miles' they're creators that even to this day, like, I watch their stuff and I follow their stuff, and it just inspires me to even when I'm feeling like I don't, like, I'm exposing myself, I'm making myself so vulnerable, but then seeing other people do it, it's just like, it inspires me. And he inspires me, this guy, right here. Inspiration isn't just something that happens once and then you're good. Like, it's a well that continuously needs to get filled. So, it's just people that still continue to do so. Yes.
Like, if I had YouTube when I was growing up, it would have probably helped me a lot, just because I did feel alone most of the time. And even in high school, I didn't really have anybody. I was very much like a routine of like waking up, going to school, coming back home, playing video games. Like, it was just like what I can do. And then I tried musical theater my senior year, and that just completely changed everything. I came out of my shell, and I was able to do all that stuff. And then watching, like YouTube came out after I graduated, so watching like Buckley and Five Awesome Gays, like I was just like, I wish I had this this group, this community that I could just watch when I was younger, just to make myself feel not so alone. So I think it would have changed me.
I think it would have saved me a lot of confusion when I was younger, because I was a very confused, like, little baby out there being like, why do I have so many crushes on everybody, and I don't understand. I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm cool because I have, you know, Bobby or whatever that I really like, but what about Susie? Like, what's the intrigue there, you know? And so, yeah. And so, you know, I think if I had YouTube, because everything that I had heard about bisexuality was always negative, and I'm sure you can relate to this. And I feel like, you know, it wasn't until really recently that I felt even comfortable saying that I was bisexual out loud, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there now speaking about biphobia and bi-erasure and things like that, and I've been seeing so many more YouTube videos, and I finally felt comfortable to make my own video, finally being like, yes, this is how I identify, and it's not just like this bad thing and I want to do threesomes all the time, so.
Yeah, I wish that I had those people to watch when I was, you know, 13, 14, 15, where I was discovering that about myself. Like Jason said, I wouldn't have felt so alone. And I think that YouTube is an amazing community and resource for younger people today to help them identify themselves and to help them feel at ease with who they are. And I think that that's one of the most important things that YouTube does. And thank you for everyone, all the panelists, and your beauty and your loveliness. And thank all of you.
Done with day 2 of Vlogger Fair. I decided to leave because there isn't much going on right now. I saw Will and RJ again today, which was awesome. I took a picture with them, and then I saw David again, and I didn't take a picture with him, but I talked to him for a little while, and now I'm just heading to Veggie Grill. I'm gonna walk there, see if I can find it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully I can link some of these pictures up. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will have seen them, but you can and I'll try to get them on this vlog and see if I can edit things and do this stuff and follow directions and all that. It's really smoky. The air quality is horrible in here right now because of the fires, so that's unfortunate. And I want to see if I can get a recording of this water. Not really as cool of a shot as I thought it was, but I'm walking down Mercer Street, attempting to get to Veggie Grill. I tried to do this yesterday, and I drove, because my car right now is in the garage over there, which is fine. I'm gonna leave it there, because parking sucks in Seattle, and it's Sunday, and parking is usually free on Sundays on the street, which is great, but I can't park for the life of me. So I am going to walk my mile down there and get food and then walk back, because it's just easier just to leave your vehicle somewhere. That's the thing I hate about going to cities, and the thing that I don't particularly like about Seattle is that you bring your car and then you have nothing to do with it because you're stuck with it. And I'm like, well, if I could like turn my car into like one of those toy cars, then I'd be fine, and then like, you know, it would come back. I don't know, it's weird. My dad said to get a cab, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get a cab because that, I don't know, freaks me out. And I can walk a mile to get to Veggie Grill, so that's what I'm doing right now. And so hopefully I make it there without incidents. I'm following my GPS because I know kind of where it's at. Like I said, I went there yesterday, but I didn't stop because I couldn't park. So, but hopefully I can get there walking. So good. I made it to Veggie Grill, and this is deliciousness right here. The best. Alright, so I'm walking back to my car, the garage I parked at. I just had lunch at Veggie Grill, and it's my favorite restaurant ever. I haven't eaten at this particular one because it's really far into Seattle, and I live like on the opposite side up here, so I can't just come in here all the time because parking freaking sucks. But I did decide to go there because I could walk from Vlogger Fair, and it's awesome. It's like the best restaurant that there is for me because it's like, it's all vegan food and I love it, and I'm just like addicted, and I've only been there twice, and it was all because of freaking Matthew Lush, and he goes to Veggie Grill all the time, and I watch his channel. Thank you, YouTube. You have gotten me addicted to a restaurant. I mean, it's crazy. And it is so clean here in Seattle. Like, I didn't realize how clean it is. The air is being polluted by Eastern Washington. It's like super cloudy here. I'll try to show you. I don't know if you can see that. But it's like super, what is it called? Hazy. It's hazy out. It's disgusting. I don't know. It has like a smokiness to it in certain areas. Like back up by Vlogger Fair, it was really hazy and really smoky. So, but down here, I mean, walking, it's not too bad. And I don't know. I just love Seattle. It's so pretty. And I think I could walk through that area, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna keep to the street because I will get lost. I mean, it doesn't take much. It was pretty much a straight shot to Veggie Grill. Oh my gosh, okay, hold on. There's a Space Needle. I don't even know if you can see that. Let me see. Oh, you can. Good. It's like there's cranes and haze and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, there's not very many people outside right now. I'm not sure why. I mean, it's pretty warm. I put my jacket on because I was cold in Vlogger Fair. They had the air conditioning on, and crossing the street safely. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty warm outside. So I'm surprised. I mean, I'm not on the main road, but I'm surprised that there aren't as many people out and about. I mean, it's like 4:30 right now, so I don't know. There's a Space Needle. Okay, I gotta go. My arm's getting tired. Okay, goodbye.